Today I'm going to be playing a grand campaign as Sweden in Europa Universalis 4. Our goals for this grand campaign are to form the nation of Scandinavia, conquer the entire region of Scandinavia, and conquer the entirety of the North Sea, English Channel, Lubeck, Baltic Sea trade nodes. This is where we left off last time. We've already formed Scandinavia, we did that in episode 2. We've conquered the entirety of the region of Scandinavia, the entirety of the Baltic Sea trade node, the entirety of the Baltic region, the entirety of the Lubeck trade node, and we've started expanding pretty hard in the English Channel trade node as well, along with some minor wars over versus the Russian guys in the Novgorod trade node, and we pushed a little bit into Poland. We've also made the HRE officially Protestant, and we are the Holy Roman Emperor of a Protestant HRE. Now, the only thing that's left to do is to break our long-standing alliance with our ally Great Britain and absolutely crush them to take control over the North Sea and English Channel trade nodes. This is episode 4. Check out episodes 1, 2, and 3 if you haven't already. They will be linked in the description and in the pinned comment. Alright, here we are back as Scandinavia, ladies and gentlemen, in what is most likely going to be our final episode of this grand campaign. You heard where we left off in the intro just now, but to show you some of the details right here, we are number 2 on the Great Powers list, slightly behind Spain right here, which is actually very dominant over in the New World. This is where we are with our government reforms right here. Obviously no unique tier 1, but we do have the allotment system, which allows for our Karelian infantry to absolutely crush anyone. This is where we are down there, making a ton of money right here. Nice amount of goods produced. We are ahead of time in every single tech, and this is where we are with the ideas, working on defensive. Completed quite a lot of the missions, only a few left that we don't even really need to focus on. Nice policies active as well, all mill ones, and this is what the military is looking like, ladies and gentlemen. 60% infantry combat ability, 10% cap, 20% artillery, quite a lot of professionalism, decent army tradition, absolutely insane generals, and nutty discipline. So yeah, man, it's time to continue along. We are the HRE Emperor, like I said. We just need to break our alliance with Great Britain, build up the navy very heavily, and yeah, man, get ready to fight these guys. They're allied to Portugal. This one is, and Spain is Defender of the Faith. Damn. I mean, yeah, no need to drag this out, man. No need to drag this out. We own pretty much everything we need to. I'm just gonna dissolve our alliance with Great Britain just like that. Yeah, start building up the navy. Our naval force limit is 253. Britain has 176, and you might think that's enough, but no. Let's not forget their colonies' boats, Spain's boats and their colonies' boats, and Portugal's boats and their colonies' boats. I think I'm probably gonna fight about 1,000 ships here, boys. Not feeling too good about that. Okay, just deleted the lights so we have more room for other boats. Engagement width is 60 right here, so 5 times 3, that's 15, and 35, that would put us at 50. So we do need 45 galleys to go with our 5 heavies right here. Or do we go heavier on heavies? Maybe. So yeah, building up the boats now, ladies and gentlemen. We can upgrade some regiments here as well. We got the Gallop Cavalry and the Leather Cannon. Force limit is now 32, so let's bring this up to 32, just like that. Building some boats right now as well. A couple of, different fleets right here, because we do gotta, play the boat meta with the combat width and the engagement width and stuff like that too. So yeah, that's what we're working on right now, building boats. I'm building boat buildings, manpower buildings, and yeah, this is all the build up to the final wars, which are gonna be versus Great Britain. Meanwhile, absolutism I didn't mention, max is 95, even with all of these privileges active, which is absolutely nutty. We don't really need absolutism, but we are gaining quite a lot, 3 per year, which is really good. Yeah, trading in naval supplies actually helps us out quite a lot here. And I'm just, dropping these in all the fish and naval supply provinces. We should also do these in all of the cow and wool and grain provinces. And meanwhile, man, regarding the HRE, we are actually gaining imperial authority still. If you guys, wait, why am I voting for freaking Anhalt? Damn, I don't want to vote for Anhalt. I want to vote for myself. There we go. We actually can pass reforms. It's just that these guys are not voting for us. They're still super mad because we've annexed so many members of the HRE after we diplo-vassalized them, but I feel like sooner or later we should be able to pass perpetual diet. It would have been nice if these guys kept voting for this, because by now, man, I could have probably revoked the privilege. Maybe not that far, but we'd be over here for sure. I keep getting these events right here. Iron or copper. So what's the price? Copper is 345. Iron is 450. Yeah, iron for sure. Oh, we do need to spy on Britain, I guess. Oh, good news for me. Portugal is not only their ally, but also a defender of the faith. So Spain is out. Cool. And yeah, so my plan to land in Britain could probably be to put the transports here in the Straits of Dover so I can just move across. And then have like 3 different stacks in these sea tiles defending the transports and 2 different ones on this side. So for example, their boats come in, St. George's Strait, we can pull these guys in to help out and stuff like that. So I need 5 stacks of boats. I need 5 stacks of 10 30s. 10 heavies, 30 galleys. Okay, we got 2. Well, the second one is still building, but we need 3 more. Okay, so let's put in let's do that. With the HRE having an official faith, we can enforce religious unity. I have been doing it. Let's do it some more. Hey, I can actually pass perpetual diet. It's tied right now, but I guess when it's tied, you can pass it. There we go. For a safe and secure society. Yes, perpetual diet, baby. That's what's up. Okay, next we need to reform the Hofgericht if we get there, and we actually are getting quite a lot more imperial authority now because of the free cities. Almost, actually, we are done building up the fleets. There we go. Let's just rename this one. Actually, this is the Imperial Fleet, and then the other one is the other Imperial Fleet. Okay, let's rename this one the Green Fleet. There we go. Okay. So I got all 4 of these, actually 5. I got 5 of them. Okay. We need to give these guys an admiral and these guys an admiral as well. So now we are taking this fleet over to the Straits of Dover. We are taking the Imperial Fleet with, actually, which one is the flagship one? Okay, there it is. There's the Imperial Fleet with the flagship. We're gonna put it in the channel. That's right, we're gonna put it in the channel. Then we're gonna take the Red Fleet, take it over here, and we're gonna take the Green Fleet, take it over there. And then over on the other side, we'll put the Yellow Fleet on the coast of Holland and the Blue Fleet in Dogger Bank. So we're basically protecting the Straits of Dover from every side. Now, Great Britain right here has about 150,000 troops. However, they are involved in various conflicts over here, apparently. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that they probably don't have that many troops in Britain. I'm gonna assume a stack or 2 or something like that. And then Austria is now Defender of the Faith, so they're easily peace outable. I think what I'm gonna do is take 2 armies over to Britain, just so we're quick. I got 4 total. 1 I'm gonna take down to Portugal, and another I'm gonna take down to Austria, and I'm actually gonna call in the allies over here. So let's get the main army, the Caroleans, over here to be standing in Co. Then we're also going to get the first army ready to siege Calais and also move over to Great Britain. And we're going to take the second army to go down here to Portugal. And then the third army can actually go over here and get ready to walk down to Austria. Okay, I think that's a pretty good battle plan, ladies and gentlemen. I love it when I roleplay them like this. You know, we're setting everything up. We're setting the stage. I think it's way cooler than simply doing this. But okay, let's wait for everyone to be in position. I think all boats are upgraded. Yes, they are. Okay, it's time to start our final series of wars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everyone and everything is in position. Let's go ahead and declare on Great Britain for the conquest of Calais. We're going to call in Anhalt, Augsburg, Bohemia, Nuremberg, and Pisa, along with our subject Nevers right here, who actually is really powerful, versus Britain, their colonies, Portugal and their colonies, and Austria. It's time. Oh, we even outnumber them. Actually, we're about the same. Okay, the war has been started, ladies and gentlemen. These guys can go here, and these guys can immediately land. Look, we're doing engagements immediately all around. Do we have mill access? We don't, so we can't get to Portugal just yet. However, we can get to Austria. Let me, I need to keep an eye out on naval engagements right here. Okay, everything is looking successful so far. Won a couple of naval battles. You know, they don't outnumber me with boats that much, man. I always forget this. The AI, man, they go heavy on lights and transports. But look, dude, I outnumber them with galleys so much. And I do got galley combat, and we're got a pretty similar amount of heavies as well. More heavies than Britain too, actually. Okay, I think this is a good enough stack. And the Caroleans have landed in Sussex. There we go, we got Calais as well. As soon as we siege Sussex right here, there we go. Now I'm gonna move into there because it's way easier to land on an owned province. And that's Austria out. The White Squadron is here, but it's still mostly lights and transports, man. I might have to actually do some more shenanigans with the fleets right here in order to be able to move on to Ireland. And also, I might need to occupy the Portuguese Maghreb right here to not... Oh, okay. Never mind. Look, now we got even more powerful boats. It's just I can't upgrade them. Well, I did dock all of the boats, upgrading all of them. We got better, you know, heavies and stuff like that. So, yeah, while these guys continue to siege, we can do that. Britain's fleet, nowhere to be found, man. And that's 99% on Great Britain, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to peace out. No major land battles with them, no major sea battles or nothing, man. These guys, you know, I hyped them up to be a certain type of end game boss, but really no one's a match, man. No one's a match. When these fools start walking in, man, that's all I can say about that, boys. Let's go ahead and peace out Britain. So obviously we want Calais, and then I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna go in, man. I'm just gonna go in. Let's, oh, actually, do we want Reconquest at this point when we got absolutism and stuff like that? I guess sure. So let's do the classic this. And we can release, like... Oh, actually, they don't exist no more. Northumberland's gone. Yeah, I was gonna release Northumberland and Wales, but... no point. Let's just do stuff down here. Yeah, we're good on that. No money, no war reps. And that's our first war with Great Britain done. Alright. Pushing hard into the English Channel, boys. I like that. The most annoying part about this is gonna be waiting for all of these truces to expire, you know? That was quite a lot of aggressive expansion, especially with the Catholics. Okay, so two crazy events right now. I lose 4 dev in Schleswig and 100 devastation, and 4 dev in Dithmarschen, 100 devastation. What's this, a flood or something? Frick off. But then I can also start producing gold in Oslo. It's already at 10 dev. Hell yeah, that's very nice. Actually, that's our first gold province. Cool. Yeah. Do we start our golden era? Well, the next war is gonna be for sure way more annoying. It's tier 9 gov reform time. We probably want to go with this right here for the years of separatism, right? Yeah. It's interesting that everything here is Anglican, but Britain is Catholic. Oh, they got Cromwell. I did see an event for the English Civil War, but I didn't think it was related to this. Interesting. All right, more cool stuff happening. Just moved my main trade node to the English Channel. I have once again been re-elected to be HRE Emperor. Oh, what the hell? Lithuania formed Ruthenia. You know, usually the AI wouldn't do that, but I guess they got a Ruthenian culture heir, and then he became ruler, and then if a different culture ruler is ruler of your country, you gotta ask if you want to change your primary culture, and if they did do that, which obviously they did, then they had the decision to form Ruthenia, which they did. So that's a cool little thing. That's a wrap on defensive as well. Sure, we can take that, it's free. So yeah, while we're waiting for this truce with Great Britain to expire, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just working on, you know, the economy, upgrading some monuments to tier 3 and stuff like that. It's just pretty much the standard stuff. We're chilling. The truce is gonna be up in about 2 years, actually. Yeah, one year and a couple of months, and we'll get right into it, man. This war should be annoying, and I'm interested in seeing, because now they have like way more troops than us, how it's gonna go, especially with the boats. We already have land here. I don't care about the boats anymore. Let's just declare for London. Call in everyone again, why not? Yeah, they got like 1 million troops, man. We got like barely 500,000. Let's go, frick it, same plan. Woo! Naval battle actually lost. What's going on? Help. What happened with that fleet? Oh my god, they actually sunk my entire fleet, y'all. Oh my god, am I gonna get here in time to back them up? Yeah, they actually sunk an entire fleet. They sunk the red one. Damn. Golden era time. Got a female heir, so I just passed pragmatic sanction. We've also lost an elector? Oh, Pisa. Yeah, they were the boys. This war is definitely way more annoying, especially with Spain being involved. But yeah, the things are ticking on up here. It's just we're struggling a little bit down here, but It's just slow. It's not a problem. It's just slow. And that's another 100% on Britain, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is, their provinces, man, they're so deft. Look at this, man. Woo-wee. Yeah, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Still not over 100, which is good. There we go. There's another piece out on Britain, slowly chipping away, man. Obviously, their province war score cost here is going to be huge, but, you know, this isn't all of their land. They got land down in Africa, over in Southeast Asia. Yeah, so we still need quite a lot more wars with them, man. Probably going to take like this, then like this, then like this. Yeah, we'll see. 4 more wars, maybe, for sure. Oh, Italy formed. Milan did it. Yeah, look, they even have the Sforzas in charge. Cool. Italy is a very rare formable, man. It's interesting to see. You know, why have they left Bologna and Lucca and Verona? They're just allied. Yeah, I wonder if these guys are going to continue expanding. 2 very rare formables over in Europe. Well, I guess you could say Scandinavia is a semi-rare one as well. In Africa, nothing, no crazy formables in Africa. Neither in Asia, I guess. Yeah, what about here? Nope, yeah. It's just everything else is pretty standard, I guess. Well, we got Muscovy, who's declared on Ming, and they're allied to the Mamluks. And Hungary is a junior partner of Muscovy, but the Mamluks have Mamlukian Alaska. Alright, got a dip for a couple of hours here, boys, but I will continue this shortly. Yeah. Such a weird Muscovy, man. It's like, they absolutely suck and they're like core part over here, but over in Asia, man, they're putting in work. By the way, back from my little excursion that I had to take. Yes, it's only been 2 seconds for you guys. Been a few hours for me. Just to do a little army quality comparison of every country we can see, I do have the most morale in the world and the most discipline in the world. I've always been a little bit pissed that you can... Wait, we're at 100 professionalism? Really? I guess we are. I've always been pissed that you can't see combat abilities in here, man. But yeah, this is what the army is looking like. Really powerful, man. Really powerful. So much absolutism, even with all of these privileges granted, man. It's like our max absolutism is like, what? 110, 120, 125, 135, 140. Yeah, max absolutism is like 145, dude, which is absolutely insane. There's manufactories. 55% goods produced before coal is actually really powerful. About to declare another war versus Britain, but first, it's time for tier 10. We can go with L'État-c'est-moi for GovCap, which we kinda need, but maybe not that much. And then what else is there? We can go with CCR and autonomy, +1 possible policies. Oh, that's what I wanted to do since the start. You know, Sweden and then later Scandinavia, of course, you can have 4 policies instead of 3. What I'm gonna do is have 5. That's right, Kingdom for the People. Now that's dope, isn't it? Look at this, man. I like that. 2 are free, by the way. All right, truce with Great Britain is up. Here's our next declaration. Let's declare for Leicester right there. Dragging the usual, guys. Spain isn't coming in this time, which will make it slightly easier. Let's go. 3rd time, baby. By the way, I haven't made them end any alliances because the guys that were fighting, their allies, they're relatively easy to fight, but they also make it fun. So I do want to keep fighting the same guys. I know we haven't really showed off any battles, but there we go. Just a little something for you guys, you know. Picked up admin 22 way ahead of time. It's time for our... What can we become? Oh, it's... oh, the Kiel Canal. Nice. I'll build it. We can take another idea group here, I think, boys. It's gonna be trade. More money. And that's another 99% on Britain. Yeah, I think we'll just continue to take stuff that's close to us. Yeah, that's about it, right? We don't want to go over 100 overextension here. Even though we're pretty stable, boys, it doesn't matter. How can I make the borders a little nicer, though? Maybe... Yeah, that's the piece out. Oh my god, did I finally... Oh, finally, Town Hall, dude. Wait a minute. Look at these assholes. I didn't know this, man. So they're voting for decentralization. They're not opposed to that. But they don't want to vote for me to go down the centralization branch or to do this. Which is this one? Okay, this is the disallow wars. Okay, this one is 10 to 27. This one's 3 to 34, and this one's 19 to 18. I've never went decentralized. What is this? Number of free cities. We get manpower, they get manpower, friendly movement, another elector we can do, imperial authority growth. And fully decentralized, unless I can do this one or this one, I don't think I'm going this way. Yeah. Bohemia's fighting Poland. Sure. How did Italy push up in the HRE this much? Assholes. Getting some easy stack wipes in on the Italians and the Polish, man. Well, Bohemia ended it. They actually took quite a lot of provinces from Poland here, man, which is decent. But they've also lost provinces. When did they actually lose these to Austria? I think it was quite a while ago, man. Annexed by Austria, 1530. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping an eye out on the HRE that much, even though we're like really heavily involved with it. Yeah, these guys, it's been weird. I'm surprised we even managed to pass one, if I'm honest. If you guys remember last episode, or maybe even the one before that, how much I just struggled to pass even Perpetual Diet, man. And I just noticed that the occupation of the location of the Perpetual Diet, which is Prague, absolutely tanks Imperial Authority, man. It's negative 0.25, which is actually huge. I don't know how you pick it. I guess it's random. Oh, what the hell? A personal union, just like that. Okay, that's a rare one. Why? What happened? Did they... And no one contested it. Who could have contested it? Muscovy or maybe even France could have contested it, I guess, if it works like that, but would they feel powerful enough to do so? Usually the AI always does. Oh, look, Ruthenia has a Vasa on Monarch Death Regency for this guy. I could actually get Ruthenia too. I haven't been keeping an eye out on the dynastic stuff at all, boys. This really wasn't a playthrough like that. So, yeah, we got them in Bohemia. Well, I guess we already had them in Bohemia, huh? Or did we? And we got them in Ruthenia. I was allied to, like, Lithuania super early on in the game. I wonder if that's when they got it. Yeah, okay, interesting. I guess there's a chance we could get Lithuania too, but now... Actually, there's a mission, the Kingdom of Poland, because we have 15 provinces in Poland or are subject. Admin points Polish and as an accepted culture, lose autonomy. Very nice. Oh, and there's Lord of Eastern Europe. And the event, the Rout of the Varangians happens. He's an entrepreneur. What is an entrepreneur? Very nice. Okay, let's swap. Who's an entrepreneur, dude? Okay, I don't know what those missions just did. But now that we have a subject owning stuff in Poland, man, you know what I think? I think I'm gonna give Bohemia, like, these 4 Polish provinces. So let's give them Kujawi. Let's give them Wrocław. Let's give them Kelmno right here. And let's give them Dobrzyń. Just like that. Perfect. Cleaned up our borders a little bit. They seem to have debt. Pay off their debt. Siege, I have an elector subject right now, and I'm an elector myself too, which is nice. Can anything be done about that? No. I mean, cool, sure. Why not? Not that we had real goals over here. You know, I was thinking about whether to fight Poland or not, or whether to fight Muscovy. You know, all our expansion over here and here is pretty much optional, but hey, it's nice. It's nice. If we can get Ruthenia somehow, can we claim throne on them? I don't think we can do that. If I royal marry them, can I? No, because he's strong claim, right? That's a wrap on trade as well. Current trade efficiency is 67%. But by getting all of these policies... oh, we can confirm thalassocracy? No way. Okay, we got the northern ones, right? It's Lubeck, Baltic Sea, English Channel, North Sea, and Novgorod. I hated that this doesn't say the freaking trade nodes, but it says, like, a province in those trade nodes, so you really gotta guess, but... Hey... Thalassocracy, baby. One of the rarest government forms. Which tier is it? I wonder. I keep forgetting. Tier 8. That's right. Yeah, we're definitely swapping to thalassocracy. So, global trade power, naval force limit, trade company investments, center of trade upgrade cost. It's way better than Empower the Burghers. There we go. Swapping to thalassocracy. Never planned to do that either, but that's dope as well. 2 more merchant, by the way. Now we're at 62. Yeah, let's... more trade efficiency and production efficiency, a merchant and trade steering, trade efficiency, and I feel like, yeah, all of these ones are mill here, so I don't want to give that out. So now we're up to 97, which is absolutely lovely. Where do we put these free guys? Okay, I guess we can tell the Kiev guy to transfer to Novgorod, the Krakow guy to transfer to the Baltic, and the Saxony guy to transfer to Lubeck. Sure. Okay, how much is it gonna change? Trade specific 337. Right, a month has ticked. 502. Wow, that actually changed quite a lot. That's awesome. Okay, is this guy? Yeah, he is routing that way, that way, that way. Perfect. Yeah, looking very good trade-wise. Of course, all of this, well, not really in-game prestige, but all of this real-life prestige that we've achieved just now has done nothing for the princess to vote for the 2 reforms I actually would like to pass. So that's awesome. You know, building-wise, I haven't really shown that off recently either, but we do got manufactories in all of the high-value trade good provinces. Well, actually, the value of the trade changed. You know, it's a no-brainer to not build some in these. What about the price of naval? Yeah, naval supplies are a good trade good now because we've entered the late game. So we'll do it in them as well. Fish is cheap. What about these? Do we got anywhere to put these down? We can do them in some of these other naval supply ones. There we go, just like that. Everything else is pretty standard here, boys, if we're being honest. You know, there's a lot of stuff to build, but hey. 60% admin efficiency too, by the way. Cool, nice. Yeah, 109 max absolutism with 85 privileges granted. I can even get back to the cheap advisor ones, man. It's hilarious. Look, 82% ownership of this. These guys absolutely love me. There we go. Everyone's super loyal and giving me all of their bonuses. Yeah, man, this is really insane for the estates without having court. I think if we get to here, we're gonna do Aristo infrastructure. We're probably not gonna get there though, because I just got this. Yeah, maybe we put down another army. And the Krakow cloth hall will be like really nice for us to own, but it is what it is. I can claim hegemony. We can do economic, that's right. Wait, didn't I want to do a mill one for this campaign since we're mill maxing and stuff like that? But I need a 1 million size army. And sure, we can run that, but we're not really close to that at all. Okay, do I go in with the conscription centers, man? I think we try, why not? Frick it. But yeah, with completing these 2 weird-ass missions, that's the entire top branch of the mission tree done. Then in the middle here, we got the colonial ones, which we're obviously not doing. Then the Finnish Merc Company one, which I don't care about. Ah, this one. Refine the Caroleans. Let's see this one. Oh, dude. And I never checked out the nobles' privileges for the Caroleans. Let's see them. Carolean March. Okay, that decreases it, but morale damage received minus 20%, and Carolean Charge, shock damage plus 15%. And these don't do anything to the to anything. So I am actually gonna give them out. What's the downside? Okay, we can do that one later, I guess. All right, we need more barracks or training fields in Swedish or Finnish culture provinces. So there we go. Swedish or Finnish culture provinces. I don't want to do them in provinces that we don't have that many slots in. Where's Finn? Bornholm, Lowland, Nordland. There it is. There's Refine the Caroleans. Why am I building more then? There we go. Let's cancel those. Morale damage plus 10%. And those top ones as well. Very cool. So that's some more stuff done, and then down here, we just gotta like get this from Poland and this from Italy, and then I gotta conquer like 1 million provinces in Germany, which I guess I'm not doing. Also, this mission to construct a Vasa. Bro, I built the Vasa like 50 years ago. There it is, dude. I literally called it the Vasa myself. This one didn't even sink. You know, something I just noticed this campaign, and it's been there in front of me the whole time, but Ottomans really never took down the Mamluks like that. You know? I mean, yeah, they're still here. Ottomans are going this way and this way instead. Why? Either way, truce on Britain is now up, so you know the drill, man. You know the drill. See, another reason I wasn't making Britain end in the alliances earlier was because they might ally somewhere, they might find an ally somewhere very far away, and that's exactly what's happened now, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, Delhi is involved. And sure, it's not like they're gonna have who knows how much war score, but well, that's all I can get here. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go down and occupy the British holdings in Africa or Asia, or peace out Delhi, sorry. Yeah, they don't want to accept what I want, which is not too deep, I guess, if I don't take max war score, because this is definitely not over 100, but frick it, let's stay in it. But at least like this, we know there's only one more war versus Britain after this, and it'll be a wrap. Hoo-wee. Basically, you want to stack Imperial Authority if you want to pass these, because everything above 50 brings in a little bit. You see, it's 63.55, and everything after 50, the 13.55, it's right there. So, if we can get to, like, 80-ish Imperial Authority, we can pass Reform the Hofgericht. Tier... How much? We're getting this, like, really quickly. Well, maybe not that quickly. Admin efficiency, max absolutism, don't need it. Another +1 free policies. Let's be policy stackers, man. Yeah, nice. Come to think of it, the admin efficiency wasn't that bad. Oh, it's only 2.5%. Hell no, it is bad. And Britain will accept. Cool. There we go. We're even in Ireland, folks. We just need, what's this, 4? Yeah, 9 more provinces from Britain, man. And it's a wrap. I'm very satisfied with that. Okay, truce expires 1701, so we will make it even to the Age of Revolutions. Until then, let's continue doing what we were doing, you know, focus on the economy. We got absolutely buckets of ducats right here. Maybe we can even pass a couple of more reforms. Oh my god, poor Lithuania. I can't believe I'm associated with this guy in any way, dude. An event for 10 Imperial Authority? I literally just got it. I had no idea that event existed. Maybe you gotta be above a certain number of Imperial Authority to get it. It's like the game knows you're struggling to pass a reform, but... overextended. Ooh, dude, I might actually be able to pass this after we core everything up. Oh, okay, it wasn't an event. I just got reelected. I'm a dumbass. Now, this Italy is actually banging, man. They absolutely crushed Spain with the help of France. Spain declared on them, by the way. Just ate up the Pope now, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think, provinces in Italy they gotta get. Will they? I have no idea. Lost another elector. Let's give it back to Brandenburg. Why not? There we go, after 200 years. And yes, they are willing to pass this one too. Let's do it. Finally, counting house. Okay, now I like. I like it quite a lot. There's just so many places we can put it down, man. All of the, you know, the ones that we've already built, they can just be upgraded. We're making about 800 and something ducats per month right now. Let's see. Fur is actually still good. We're making about 800 and something ducats per month right now. After this, man, it should go like way up. Look at how much we're getting just from the upgrades, man. And this is just like on some regular ass provinces too. Nope. Actually, we were in a noble's regency. I never even noticed that. I mean, I noticed that this person was here instead of this guy, but I didn't notice it was a noble's regency, you know? What the frick? They got rid of the Vasas. Assholes. What the hell did I do to these guys? Oh, we got imperialism. Right, of course. Well, Golden Era ended. We're actually #1 GP, I never noticed. Now, who is this Protestant friend that's colonized a little bit over in the New World? Literally everything in the New World is Catholic, man, except for this one Sunni province that I guess was owned by Mamluki in Australia. Then we have, let me try and be careful here, one single totemist province owned by Apache, who's, you know, shout out Apache diplomacy, man, who's alive in the middle of New Spain. And then we got, what's this right here? Another totemist province here in Philadelphia. And then a couple of Anglican ones in the Caribbean owned by the British West Indies. And then we got Frisian Columbia. Yeah. Wait, where is Friesland? Dude, how long ago did I fight those guys? Oh, that's right. They moved to here. That's right. That's right. That's right. Does the High Atlas really have snow all year round? Oh, the Enlightenment. Where did it spawn? Burgons. You know, I guess since the end of the campaign, man, we can really start pushing for our extra goal right here, which is, you know, the mill hegemon. We're at 600 force limit right now. In fact, the Ottomans currently have a bigger army than mine, which is frankly a little embarrassing. This is their force limit. I think we should just say frick it to building the right buildings in the right provinces, and I should just start putting down freaking conscription centers everywhere, because all of the right buildings are already in all of the right provinces, right? So as soon as we put this down, we probably won't be at 1,000 force limit, no way, but yeah, there we go. Let's put them down, man. Everywhere I'm putting them down only has one free building slot. And there we go. That's it in all of the provinces, including subjects. Let's see. Yeah, it only went up to 8 to 17. Not that we can't build an army of 1 million troops, but yeah, we're just not that big. Really, I guess I should have expanded in like Poland and Muscovy and whatnot, right? Well, if we can't do mill hegemon, I guess we'll be satisfied with an economic hegemon. Should have started it earlier, though. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Truce with Great Britain is up, and it is time to declare our final war. It's going to be tricky to get war score on them, especially with how little land they have over in Europe, so I might consider not piecing everyone else out, but no. Okay. Let's call in the boys once again. Not that they do anything, I just like having them around, you know. Spain, Austria, and Portugal, and Jolof in this one. There we go. Final wartime, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming on this Sweden to Scandinavia Grand Campaign ride along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below what's the next Grand Campaign you'd like to see. I definitely want to do probably Aragon to Spain before EU5 comes around. Obviously, we might have a lot of time based on what they're saying, which is nothing. I want to do Austria for sure. Could be a One Faith. Could be an Austria One Faith on the main channel. Keep it low key though. Maybe we do an Ottoman one as well. Aztec still on the back of my mind. Yeah, got a couple of ideas, but let's do the final war for now. I need 40% war score to take the rest of Ireland. Really not bad, that bad. We'll get 20 more from taking. Let's see what happens after we siege Portugal here. Oh yeah, by the way, Spain and Austria are already out. They're so easy. Well, I knocked out Portugal. I ended up having more war score because I forgot they own half of the world. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, there's our final war done. There's a peace out on Great Britain. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we officially own everything we needed to own for this grand campaign. The region of Scandinavia and the Baltic and the North Sea, English Channel, Lubeck, and Baltic Sea trade nodes. We didn't become a military hegemon. That's okay. That was a side goal anyway, so I took economic hegemon, and another side goal was accomplished of becoming the HRE Emperor, winning the War of the Protestant League, and turning the HRE officially Protestant. All right, let me core everything up, and we'll get ready for the outro. Something we should probably do at this time as well is move our capital back to the rightful province of Stockholm. So there we go. Capital is back in Stockholm, ladies and gentlemen. However, the main... Wait, 108... 137. Yeah, the main trade node will get moved back to the English Channel. 100% in all of them. That's so nice, dude. There you go, man. After about 150-ish years, capital has been moved back to Stockholm. Let's see. What did it say? Stopped being a capital or something. Probably not, right? No, it doesn't say that. Was discovered by Apache from the North America sphere. Well, that's important news. I think Italy just full annexed the Pope. I can't see the papacy, but oh my god, he doesn't exist. Okay, what's Catholic bishoprics? Köln. Okay, the Pope will most likely pop out of a Köln province if he does pop out. Wow, you don't see the AI full annexing the Pope too often. Why is Nevers disloyal? I get it, you got 100,000 troops, so does Bohemia, but Bohemia absolutely loves me. Assholes. I made you guys... Why are they I really don't get it. I mean, sure, I can easily make them love me again, but why would they even... I feel insulted, honestly, boys. You know, as much as we didn't navally focus this campaign, man, I actually have been paying, like, very close attention to the navies and stuff like that. By the way... Ooh, engagement with a 75. So if these guys are 30, and these guys are 30 as well, that's 60. So we could add, yeah, let's add 5 more galleys to each of these fleets. Sorry, not 5 more galleys, 5 more heavies to each of these fleets. So 15 times 3 is 45 plus 30. Yeah. Ah, there's the Enlightenment. Very nice. What does this give us? Culture conversion cost. Do we have any cultures to convert? Not really. Most of it is accepted. I have been converting a little bit, but that's just when I was maxing out on Diplo points, so... Yeah, it really ain't that deep at the end of the day. Hey, we finally started spawning coal, man. Oh, there's a lot we can build them in, huh? You're kidding me, there's no coal provinces in Scandinavia proper? I know there's a lot, like in Britain and stuff, and in Germany, but not a single one? All of these striped ones are, you know, where it can spawn in the future. I swear there were more of these, bro. Trading in coal. Yeah, we're spawning a lot more of these. I just got 2 more. Oh, wait, I got another one that I can't build it in then. Cambrai, right? There's already a manufactory there, probably. Yeah, so we need to expand infrastructure, but we need 15 dev first. So there's expand infrastructure. There's furnace. Cool. And there is the age of revolutions, ladies and gentlemen. The revolution can officially spawn. A country can become revolutionary. It's all right there. We've already filled out actually quite a lot of these. We don't have a 50 dev capital? God, that's not prestigious at all. That's not prestigious at all. And it's actually really cheap to dev Stockholm. My god. There we go. We're gonna... Yeah, it's up at 50. Perfect. I'm just chilling watching my realm a little bit. You know? Not doing anything. You know, the video can end at any second for you guys. But I'm sort of, you know, enjoying it. Building some buildings. you know, watching what's going on around the world, examining other countries and stuff like that. And Portugal really successful in Africa this game. And yeah, just chilling, waiting for these few buildings to finish building, and we'll be done. But look at Muscovy, man. It's interesting. These guys never formed Russia. They lost so much over in Europe. Well, maybe not that much, but, you know, we cut them out of a lot of land right here. So, and they're still having a really good game. They were never able to form Russia, and usually players are like, ah, you take this, so you stop them from forming Russia. But they're more powerful than they would be if they formed Russia, in my opinion, man. I don't know. Look how far they pushed into Persia. They're even actually in India, man. In India proper down here. Central Asia, obviously. Sure, they can't colonize any of this, but look, man, they own about a quarter of China, too. So, you know, we did bully these guys a little bit at the start. I probably should have fought them again to you know, take control over Novgorod fully. Take control over Novgorod fully. You know what? Boys, let's do a final war, huh? A final war. Well, this should be fun. Not for them, though. They're out of manpower already, and their entire army is here. Oh, revolution spawned in Italy. Interesting. Well, Muscovy's willing to accept. That's everything that they have in the Novgorod trade node, and we officially own the entirety of it as well. And there we go. I think that is a pretty good place to call it right there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be coming to the Defender of the Faith once again in this Sweden to Scandinavia grand campaign. But yeah, there you go, man. Start off as Sweden all the way back in episode 1, and what feels like a super long journey because I do one of these per week. I've actually been doing this for like almost a month right here when you think about it. But yeah, start off as Sweden, broke free from Denmark pretty easily with supporters, expanded over here, pushed into Novgorod, into these guys, stole Norway, slowly expanding around the Baltic, became HRE Emperor. Sorry, no, participated in the War of the Protestant League. I triggered it by force because no elector was Protestant just yet. Caught Austria super early. After that, I guess I was the only one eligible to become HRE Emperor, and an officially Protestant HRE became one. And as you all know by now, the goals for this grand campaign were to conquer all of Scandinavia, all of the Baltic, and then all of the North Sea, English Channel, Lubeck, and Baltic Sea trade nodes, which we've done all of it. Bonus goal to become military hegemon. Didn't do that, became an economic one instead. Another bonus goal was to win the War of the Protestant League and become Protestant HRE Emperor, which we did accomplish all the way back in episode 2. I think, and this turned out to be a really, really nice campaign, man. Also, let's not forget about the mill maxing, which I'll show off shortly. First, actually, let's get down here to the HRE, man. I managed to pass 2 reforms, as we can see. If we were slightly luckier and maybe didn't vassalize, maybe diplo-vassalize that many HRE members and then annex them, I probably could have revoked the privilege. If we play this game till the end, till 1821, I probably can revoke the privilege using all of the, you know, HRE skills, but this wasn't a focus at all. So this is what the HRE is looking like. I'm an elector. My subject Bohemia, which we got a PU on, I completely forgot, is also an elector. Everyone voting for us except for Saxony and Brandenburg, but we're still chilling. Over on the Great Powers list, ended up number 1 on the Great Powers list, grew by like 1,500 def just this episode alone, way ahead of everybody else right here. Over in the government reforms, this is everything we've taken. So we got the allotment system, which allows for the Curalians over for tier 5. Then we got another, you know, semi-unique one, Thalassocracy, pretty hard to get. Everything else is pretty standard right there. Nothing much to see right here. We've had the Vassas in charge all campaign. Level 5 advisors, man, in the diplomacy tab. These are the alliances. Nevers has been on march the entire game after we actually PU'd Burgundy too and inherited them. I released this land because I didn't want to own it directly. We just PU'd Bohemia right here. In the economy department, man, making about 1,400 ducats a month, which is absolutely nutty. Most of it coming in from trade, as you guys can see. Wait, Baltic Sea? Why am I collecting in the Baltic? That should be transferring. There we go, didn't change too much, changed a little bit, 1.47 instead of 1.42 ducats right now, so that is what the economy is looking like, man. Everything is real nice right here, as we can see, 54% of our trade, our income coming in from trade, almost 110% goods produced here, which is insane. We had like 50 something before coal even spawned, way ahead of time in every single tech 25, 100 innovativeness, quality, inno, offensive, economic, defensive trade. We probably would have gone aristo or quantity over here, and then I would have gone infrastructure for the final one. Most of the mission tree completed right here, except for the colonization missions. I said I wasn't going to colonize, and then this one, which is the, you know, Finnish Merc Company, and then these two for conquering Germany, and then the Vasa one. Policies, very nice policies, active all around, as you can see, under gov cap, super stable the entire game. 53% admin efficiency and 104 absolutism, which we absolutely didn't need. Almost 100% religious unity. Almost everything we own is Protestant, except for the stuff that we just conquered from Muscovy and Tier 4 Defender of the Faith, as you guys can see. In the military department, probably one of the strongest armies we've ever done on this channel, man. 100 army professionalism, 45% infantry combat ability, 10% cav, 20% arty, 15% galley combat. Tradition could be better. Very nice morale, very nice discipline. Huge force limit, both naval and army right here, and absolutely insane generals. And I think we did army max to the max this campaign. The only way we could get more is by, you know, forming different nations and stacking various modifiers. But in a straightforward Sweden to Scandinavia run, man, this is pretty nice. Subjects, they love me. Estates, super happy. We got so many privileges granted, and we're still above, what you call it, there we go, there's another one. Oh, wait, only one of them? I guess they're mutually exclusive. Never mind. I guess, you know, we can, yeah, only do one of them. So yeah, look at all the max absolutism, even with all of those privileges granted, man. Aside from that, obviously everything full stated, man. Autonomy lowered everywhere to the max, except for the stuff that we just conquered from Muscovy over here. This is what the culture map mode is looking like. Like I said, I accepted a lot of cultures and converted whenever I was maxing out on Diplo points earlier. Then over in the religion department, I already showed that. We can take a look at the buildings. So trade depots everywhere, man. We got, you know, production buildings almost everywhere. As you guys can see, we completely gave up on doing most of the stuff right at the end, but there really was no need to do any of this, ladies and gentlemen. Training fields all around, you know, conscription centers all around, manufactories all around, furnaces too, churches. What else do you want me to say, man? Stock exchanges. We got the shipyards as well down when we needed to build up a big navy to fight the British, and that is what everything ended up looking like, ladies and gentlemen. And this is just a quick glimpse of the rest of the world, because we can see almost everything except for some Siberian stuff over here. So yeah, man, that's another grand campaign under our belt. I don't know when EU5 comes out. If I did, obviously I would plan how many of these we need to do. I think Austria, an Austria world conquest, one faith, as is tradition. I've done it once on Twitch before and I uploaded it on the second channel, which doesn't exist right now, but I'll get it back up and started soon for EU5. I think that is going to be our final grand campaign, you know, a little sign off from EU4 along with the final A to Z episode, whatever it's going to be. So until we hit Austria, man, which could be anywhere from a few months to, shoot, more than 7 or 8 months, maybe, depending on when EU4 comes out. In the meantime, I definitely want to do an Aragon Spain campaign, maybe even a Castile Spain campaign. You know, Ottomans, Aztec, whatever else you guys want me to do. Maybe a Mamluks one as well wouldn't be that bad. Maybe even a Siam or a Malacca grand campaign would be good as well. But yeah, definitely suggest that in the comments below, man. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and, you know, the entirety of this grand campaign, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But now, the only thing that's left to do is roll the timeline and then say goodbye. And that was it for the timeline and this grand campaign, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more content, but that's it for me for now. See you next time.